a time for compassion.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Welcome and thank you for joining me for your daily dose of inspiration and positivity. The quote of the day today: true compassion means not only feeling another's pain, but also being moved to help relieve it. That's going to be our focus for the day. I say this as the snow is just beginning to fall here at the Jersey Shore. We are one of the last to see it in the area. Been watching the news all morning, and it seems to be coming in quick and fierce, and it is laying down very fast because it's been very cold for the last few days. So the ground is ready for it. It's embracing it. It's like, hello, snow, come lay on me. The question of the day today, I wanted to hear from you, your thoughts on what you think America's favorite food is. We got a lot of guesses. I wasn't necessarily asking what your favorite food was. I was asking what you think Americans' top choice is. Now, John says burgers and pizza. We've got a lot of guesses for pizza. We also have fried chicken. We have hot dog, hamburgers and fries, Chick-fil-A. It's very specific. And Nikki put in the little burger emojis. Yes, my favorite. So I don't think that you will be terribly surprised to hear that it is indeed pizza that is considered the number one food in America. The single food that most Americans would want to eat for the rest of their lives is what this particular survey is pizza, with 21% of survey participants choosing this as their answer. Now, it beat out steak at 16%, tacos at 11%, pasta at 11%, and the undeniably American hamburger comes in at 13%. Here is what I found interesting in my little bit of research. I found a survey, or not even a survey, just stats from America's popular food trends based on the millions of orders made through a Grubhub each year. Do you know what the number one thing that Grubhub delivers? Bean burritos. That is what took the top spot as the most popular food delivered via Grubhub. I guess a lot of people like to get Mexican to go. Chicken made up half of the list's most popular foods. So chicken and bean burritos. How do you like that? I don't know. Not much of a bean burrito fan. I have me some burrito once in a while. My sister loves Mexican food. I'm not a big fan of Mexican food. I'm coming around. We just got this new place in the area. It's called like Bubba or something like that. It's a chain, but they sell tots. Not very Mexican, but I'll take the tots. So I always start off with an order of tots. I think I got some sort of bowl the first time I ordered from there. And then the last time I got tacos. Now, this place gives you a choice of all of these different things to put in your bowl, on your taco, whatever. I don't know. I grew up on Taco Bell tacos, I guess. You know, they're asking me, what kind of beans do you want in your taco? I don't want any beans. No beans. Beans don't go in tacos. What kind of rice do you want in your tacos? Rice? What? There's no rice in tacos. So I feel like I'm like missing out on all of this stuff. Because I'm like, yeah, I really just want some meat, some cheese, tomatoes, and lettuce. Give me some sour cream on the side. But other than that, I'm not much of a fast food, a Mexican food fan, that is, aside from the fast food. I love me a nice beef burrito from Taco Bell and Doritos Locos taco from Taco Bell. We don't do Taco Bell very often. It doesn't always sit well with me. But we don't want to talk about that, do we? We want to talk about the topic of the day and how for most of us it is a time to rejoice in the basics. Posted a cute little picture of Tucker with her head buried in the pillow on the couch. Even she has had it with winter at this point. We are getting more snow today, as I mentioned. And even Tucker, she's had it. She's done with it. Now, around here, we've had pretty mild winters the past few years. So I guess we're due. We have to just grit and bear it. We don't really have much of a choice. But as we settle in for another bout of winter weather, let's think about how it's not that big of a deal for those of us that are used to it. We typically curl up with a book or binge watch a show, watch the flakes fall with a warm cup of hot cocoa. Tried to talk my sister into making some hot cocoa bombs for me today while she's home in the cold. My sister does live in Texas. She didn't seem to go for it. She just went ha-ha via text, which I guess means she's not doing it. Okay, whatever. I don't ask for much. Just one little hot cocoa bomb. That's all. Been looking for hot cocoa bombs all year. I looked on Amazon. They're too expensive. They're crazy. And if I really had any iota of how to make them myself, I would. And I might look into it a little more because, they just look so fun. They really do. But back to the topic. Many are experiencing life-endangering conditions right now. Texas is having the coldest weather they may have ever seen, certainly in recent time. Snow, freezing temperatures, and a massive loss of power. One of the things we up north may not realize is that these areas are not designed for bouts of weather like this. They don't get weather like this. A lot of areas don't even have snowplows, because they're just a waste of resources. Since snow is not only rare, but usually if they do get snow, it's typically gone in a day since the temperature bumps up right away. Not only that, though, people who live in Texas don't have a full winter wardrobe at their fingertips because they don't need one. I mean, they do now, but they never have. They don't have a closet full of winter parkas to choose from. They don't have any heavy down blankets like we do up here, these big, thick quilts. So when they lose their power, they are freezing with little to keep them warm. We think of a snow day like a treat, but these people are facing life-altering conditions. Many have been without power for days. They have no access to food, water, or a place to warm themselves. There are hours-long lines at fast food places with people just hoping for a hot meal. We may think they should have stocked up, but even we don't stock up with supplies for 5 days, not to mention anything in the fridge. Totally spoiled by now. These people are out of bottled water, and there is none to be found. There is a boil water advisory. But if you don't have power, how can you boil water? People are desperate for warmth and making dangerous decisions like running the car inside the garage to keep warm, which is always a terrible idea. But that is how cold these people are. If you are packing in for yet another snow day here in the Northeast, take stock of all you have. Is your power on? Your heat working? Be grateful. It's suddenly not something to take for granted. You got food in the fridge, warm clothes, fluffy blankets. These are things that people in Texas are literally dying for right now. I've been hit with a feeling of helplessness since I can't just go drop off some blankets or clothes or bring some food. But what I can do and did do is donate to some causes going on down there. I just Googled ways to help Texas. I was given a long list of organizations that are doing amazing things. Pick the one that speaks to you most. I chose to donate to a cause dedicated to getting hotels for people left in the cold, and another donation to help the pets in need as well. I always donate to help the furballs. there's another thing to consider right now. What would you do if you were without heat for 3 days? You finally find a place to stay the night that has heat, but you can't bring your pet. This is the main reason so many people don't go to shelters. I understand why they aren't allowed, but we need to work on options for people with pets. So if you can please donate something to help these people through this very difficult time, please do. A lot of them likely donated to this area when we were dealing with a hurricane. So it's payback. But mostly be grateful for all that you have, no matter how basic it seems. And have some compassion. No more snarky comments about them being unprepared. Let's just help our fellow humans instead of judging and mocking. It's a thoughtful Thursday, so put some thought into what you can do and how lucky you have it right now. Now go out there and show the world how badass you are. I'm here, cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.